bus.
You guys are on the road right now. It seems like you're in travel mode. Where are you guys headed to next after the Hangout Music Festival? Back home?
Yeah, we go back home. We have a private event next weekend, and then we go to Wakarusa.
Okay. And you guys are all on the road for that? You'll be flying in and out for these events?
Yeah.
I think last time you guys were on the road a little bit. Are you guys not?
Unfortunately not, because we have day jobs.
Oh, man.
But we're actually going to drive to Wakarusa this year, I think. So
That's going to be a road trip.
Road trip for that one,
yeah.
Have you guys had any bad experiences on the road, or mainly they've been all being good whenever you're driving? Has there ever been a moment where you hit a speed bump?
There was a few cars doing left turns in the snow.
We played a gig in Dallas during the Super Bowl when it was up there, and it was a freak fucking snowstorm. It was insane, and it took us like 6 hours driving to Dallas from Austin.
It usually takes about
6 inches of snow, nothing plowed. We saw like 15 accidents.
We're in my little Prius, driving like 10 miles an hour on the highway. It's just blizzard.
It's nice.
Trucks whipping by, people crashing into medians. Yeah,
it just seemed like everyone was making left turns.
Yeah.
Into the wall.
They're just driving, and all of a sudden, like, okay.
Did you feel the wheel pulling left at all?
I didn't drive.
I drove the whole fucking way.
Did the wheel pull left?
Kamal did really good. He was raised in New Jersey. I'm from California. I was just like, my gut was just going left for some reason.
Then that time in Arcata when we ran out of gas when we were
yeah. I've been sober from AAA for how long has it been now?
We call it AAA is what we call the term for that when Pete loses his shit and freaks out. So we ran out of gas in the Redwood Forest and he called AAA and they still had to come for 2 hours and he's freaking out on the phone. I'm like, dude,
and cussing and everything, and then Kamal finally goes,
"You motherfucker!
You're in the Redwoods?
You're gonna pay for our flights! You're in the Redwoods! I never use it and you fucking
It's like I was losing my mind, and then Kamal goes, "Dude, you can't AAA, bro." Like, because I started doing it again like 2 days later. And I go, "Okay, you're my sponsor." So now I have a AAA in like 2 years. It's been great.
So yeah, crazy shit on the road, but even when it's bad, in hindsight,
we make it fun.
Yes, and then you guys did kind of a transportive semi on a tour, on a kind of a shuttle bus last night. Was that how you guys did a set? Were you on the actual bus, or?
No, it was right on the street as the kids exited the blowout gate, and then they got queued up in bike rack lines to get on the bus. So we played there.
So we were playing just facing the line.
Oh my gosh! So you were like thousands of people are just rushing at you, and you guys are just
like we're playing, and they're all walking in front of us and stopping and watching. It was cool. The cops made us stop for a little bit because nobody was getting on the bus.
Gotta make sure people get to where they're going, but
it was good.
Let's see here. How was performing at the Hangout Festival this year compared to last year? I think Pete played on the kids stage last year. Is that correct? And then how could you compare the two? I mean, there's some similarities, probably some differences there.
I mean, last year was patty cake. This year was, booty grab, body surf, way.
A little different.
A little different, yeah. How many years have you played the kids stage here? 3, you said?
Well, it was 2 years, and then Shao, the guy who owns the place, decided to not do the kids stage anymore here because it doesn't really work for the beach environment. People more want to come here, and it's like a vacation from the kids.
Yeah,
Right.
I haven't even seen that many kids here.
Yeah, it's not like Lollapalooza. No. So I think it was a smart decision on him, and to not have the kids stage anymore. But then Lance Herbstrong got booked, so I got to
come back.
Yeah.
He's always tells us, "Hangout Fest, I love this festival."
It's my favorite after Mine Holidays.
What is Mine Holidays?
It's this, but on a private resort, all you can eat food, all you can eat drink,
right?
And you have to walk 10 feet to go everywhere.
Is that international? So this might be the best one in the States?
Oh, the best one in the States. For me.
Mine Holidays, it's Disco Biscuits, Humphreys and McGee, and Sound Tribe. It's like their own thing, their own fans. They all go to a resort.
Like everyone pays like whatever it is for a ticket, and it's just all inclusive, free food, and free drinks.
And they book a couple DJs. When we played it 2 years ago, it was like us, Big Gigantic, and Polish Ambassador. Plus the three main bands that are always there.
And the Cancun water just kills me. The Mayan Riviera, the Caribbean water.
Is it super clear? I haven't got to see it yet.
Yeah, super clear. And this is great. I mean, this is the best. I mean,
yeah, because here in the back, have you been in the back artist area yet?
A little bit. They let me touch down, and they're artists able to touch in the water and stuff.
Yeah, we've been out in the ocean all day, just because we don't get to do that very often. So
yeah, it's nice.
Soak it in while I can.
What have you soaked in besides the water here at the Hangout Music Festival? Have you picked up different bands? Have you picked up the vibes from the people, maybe the Southern hospitality? What have you guys picked up besides just the waves?
What did we saw? We saw Shovels and Rope yesterday. They were great.
I don't think I've seen a
Yeah,
single band.
there's not much.
But we
We're
watched
talking
Bass
Imagine Dragons right now, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
the Dragons.
Yeah.
We watched Bass Nectar from up. It was great.
Bass
Their
Nectar's
balcony's
always
right here, right where the stage is. So
Out of all the festivals, it's probably the least like direct music watching. We're side stage watching the band, and it's a good thing. I mean, it's not. I'm not bummed out that I haven't done it. It's just the beach, and you're listening to it, and you don't necessarily need to be there, as opposed to another festival where.
I
just
really
go to
like the
stage and
Gamblers.
grab
Remember the Gamblers? That girl with the Gamblers?
it.
What
Yeah,
was it?
yeah.
Nikki Bloom.
Nikki Bloom and the Gamblers was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that as well.
Cool.
Let's see here. Do you see the band returning to the Hangout Music Festival? Would you guys like to
We
come
would
back?
love to, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to have sex with Show. That's my goal.
All fair in love and war. And then, let's see, what new directions do you see the band going in and later this summer, maybe next year? Do you guys see yourself staying as a 3-unit and then bringing on kind of additions? Or do you see yourself expanding to a 4-unit with a...
It changes all the time. It's always
Yeah.
gonna be us three.
It's always us
Right,
three.
right.
And then we like to have our drummer, Ricky, when we can. On some of these gigs where we're not getting paid so much, it's just,
It isn't feasible to.
it's not fun. It doesn't work financially for us to bring a 4th member out.
But like we had Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a new guy, this guy Josh, who sat in with us, played didgeridoo on our Xavier Rudd remix, which has the didge in the track, and played percussion with us. So Lance Armstrong played with us a couple weeks ago.
I was going to ask, how did you guys acquire his talents? What was the meeting like? How did you guys kind of acquire...
I've known him for years.
Oh, wow.
Well, C3 Presents used to be a company called Capital Sports and Entertainment, and they managed the cycling team. So I know the managers. I know him. I've known him for a while, and we played the Mellow Johnny's is a bike shop that he owns, and so we played their company party. And then at the end, he just
came with
after the end of the party, we were gonna take pictures in front of the shit. And he got on the drum kit and we fired up some of the classic rock, and we jammed out for an hour.
He had a good time.
Yeah, he had a great time, and said, "When can we do it again?" And we're headlining the reggae festival in 10 days. You know.
Was he a good drummer? Was he ever off? Or were you guys always like, he's pretty professional?
But he owns a drum kit. He's not a drummer. I don't think he ever envisioned himself doing anything like this, but he put his mind to it, you know, and he texted me the next day and said, I want to do this, and so we sent him the set list. I said, pick a couple songs that you just want to concentrate on. He chose those 4 and worked on it all week, and we actually had our first band practice at his house ever. First Herbstrong band practice ever at Lance Armstrong's house the night before.
And then Ricky, our drummer, would go over there like during the day and
Yeah.
kind of like give him some lessons and things like that. But he's
Yeah, because he played another show with us like a week later, 2 or 2 weeks later. A little small thing we did.
Musicians, but is that
Yeah, no, we rarely do. I mean, our whole band was formed that way. You know, our first show was, I was the only one that knew everybody in the band. You know, like 4 out of the 5 of us hadn't met 2 of the other people
Until we were
did
playing,
our first show. So it's always been like that, and it's, you know, because of what we do, it's like the familiar songs that everybody knows, it's easier for people that are musicians to be able to jump in on that and get it pretty quickly.
and we're lucky that we have people
if they-
that we know and trust, and they're just come up and
Yeah, like, I mean, when you saw us, we had Joel from Humphreys McGee, and he actually gave us some part, was on one of our remixes. And we've had, I mean, to answer the question, yes, we're always welcoming, and we'll always try to get people to come jam out with us.
we want it to be kind of like a party on stage. You know, we're not that serious. Let's just have fun.
Totally. And you guys got Lollapalooza coming up. I think that's one of the biggest sets I've got to, hopefully be able to get to see you guys hit that stage. So you're going to be really excited about the Lollapalooza set. You're going to throw some energy that way.
Yeah, we're actually gonna do some new remix. We're gonna go a little heavy on that one. You know, I think we've got some good songs we're gonna remix.
Did you guys play new music on your set for the Hangout Fest? I think I heard maybe a new song. To me, it was new. It was Restroom, Rescue.
Blackout.
Is that
Knox? Yeah.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, well, we've been playing it for a while, but we're actually about to release the remix.
Okay.
They're friends of ours that we met in Vancouver. They played after us at this other festival there.
Yeah, they
we
were
just
great.
loved it. And we hung out and we had a great time.
We also did a Wild Bell remix, which was pretty new. Keep You. So that's unreleased right now. What else did we play that was new?
Banquet.
The Block Party remix.
Party remix. Get Bendy.
Oh yeah, that one's great.
Yeah, so we were playing a
So
lot.
you kind of worked the Block Party, one of the bands that were at here also, into.
Well, we had already had that.
We've been playing that for a while.
Right?
But yeah, it's cool.
It is nice that it worked out. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. that's
Yeah,
cool.
we're gonna go see them tonight, or?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm tired though.
I do appreciate you guys taking the time.
Oh,
of
no.
course.
We would have just been sitting here doing this anyway. So.
Did you check in for my flight or no?
No, I don't have the confirmation.
Gentlemen.
These guys will be back on the road. Lance Herbstrong, thank you once again for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, guys.